Hi there! We all have moments when we feel stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of our next steps. You know that feeling, right? Like you're just going through the motions, but deep down, you crave something more. Today I want to share with you some timeless pieces of advice that can bring clarity, purpose, and positivity to your life. These aren't just tips, they're meaningful ideas that can create lasting change. Ready? Let's get started. Let's be real, life can feel like a roller coaster sometimes. Ups, downs, unexpected twists and turns, it's a wild ride. And the truth is, we can't control everything that happens to us. Heartbreak, disappointments, that flat tire on the way to a big meeting. Sometimes life just throws us curveballs. But here's the thing, fixating on those things, the things we can't control, that's like trying to swim upstream. It's exhausting, and it gets us absolutely nowhere. Instead of letting those outside forces dictate our energy, what if we shifted our focus? What if we poured our energy into the things we control? Think about it. Your mindset, your attitude, your reactions to those curveballs life throws, those are all within your power. Every time you feel yourself getting caught up in the shoulda, woulda, couldas, hit the pause button, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I control in this situation? Maybe it's choosing to approach a challenge with a problem-solving mindset instead of getting overwhelmed. Maybe it's setting healthy boundaries in your relationships, or committing to a morning routine that sets you up for success. Remember, you are not a passenger on this roller coaster of life, my friend. You are the driver. So grab that steering wheel and let's focus on what we can control, one powerful choice at a time. Okay, let's talk about a tiny word that carries a whole lot of power, no. This simple two-letter word can be a game changer in our lives, yet it's often one of the hardest to say. Why is that? I know, for some of us saying no can feel about as comfortable as wearing a swimsuit to a snowstorm. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, and it feels out of place. But why do we feel this way? We want to be helpful, we want to please people, we don't want to miss out. We're conditioned to believe that saying yes is the polite, kind, and socially acceptable thing to do. We fear rejection, we fear disappointing others, and sometimes we fear being seen as selfish. But here's the deal. Every time we say yes to something that doesn't light us up, that doesn't align with our values or our goals, we're essentially saying no to something that truly matters. We're trading our precious time and energy for something that doesn't serve us. Think about it. Saying yes to that extra project at work might mean saying no to a family dinner, or that creative project you've been putting off. It's a trade-off, and often, we don't realize the cost until it's too late. Learning to say no with grace and confidence is a game changer. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about being clear and respectful of your own boundaries. It's about setting healthy boundaries, honoring your priorities, and protecting your precious time and energy. When you say no to things that don't serve you, you're saying yes to the things that do. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a master of no overnight. Start small. Practice in front of a mirror, rehearse your responses, and get comfortable with the idea of saying no. The next time someone asks you for something, pause before you automatically say yes. Take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to think. Take a moment to check in with yourself. Listen to your inner voice, and consider how this request aligns with your current priorities and commitments. Ask yourself, does this request align with my goals? Is this something that will bring me closer to where I want to be? Does it bring me joy? Will this add value to my life, or will it drain my energy and time? If the answer is no, it's okay to politely decline. You can do so with kindness and respect. You can say something like, thank you so much for thinking of me, but I'm not able to commit to that right now. This way you're acknowledging the request while still honoring your own needs. Remember, saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. It's about taking care of yourself so that you can be your best self for others. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter to you. When you say no to the things that don't serve you, you're making room for the things that do. So embrace the power of no, and watch how it transforms your life. Chapter 3. Progress over perfection. Raise your hand if you've ever felt the weight of perfectionism holding you back. It's a common feeling, one that many of us experience at different points in our lives. Whether it's at work, in our personal projects, or even in our relationships, the pressure to be perfect can be overwhelming. I'm raising my hand right there with you. Perfectionism is something that affects us all, and it's important to acknowledge it. Listen, we live in a world obsessed with perfectly curated Instagram feeds and overnight success stories. Everywhere we look, we're bombarded with images and stories of people who seem to have it all together. It's easy to feel like we're falling short in comparison. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game and feel like we're not good enough, smart enough, or together enough. We see others' highlight reels and forget that everyone has their own struggles and imperfections. But here's the truth. Perfection is a myth. It's an illusion that keeps us chasing an unattainable standard. No one is perfect, and that's perfectly okay. It's a sneaky little voice in our heads that keeps us stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt. It tells us that if we can't do something perfectly, we shouldn't do it at all. The truth is, done is better than perfect. Taking action, even imperfect action, is what leads to progress and growth. Instead of striving for perfection, what if we focused on progress? What if we celebrated the small steps we take each day, rather than waiting for the perfect moment that may never come? What if we gave ourselves permission to be messy, to make mistakes, to learn and grow along the way? Embracing imperfection allows us to be more creative and open to new possibilities. Think about it. Would you rather wait for the perfect time to start that business, write that book, or pursue that passion project, or ask that person out on a date, and risk missing out on opportunities because you're waiting for everything to be just right? Or would you rather take imperfect action and see where it leads? Taking that first step, no matter how small, can open doors to new experiences and growth. Consistency is key, my friend. It's about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when you're not sure what you're doing. It's about building habits and routines that support your growth and well-being. It's about making progress, one step at a time. Even when you're not sure what you're doing. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Everyone starts somewhere, and it's the journey that shapes us. So ditch the pressure to be perfect and embrace the beauty of progress. Celebrate the small victories and learn from the setbacks. Celebrate your wins, big and small, and recognize that each step forward is a step towards your goals. And remember that every step forward, no matter how tiny, is a step in the right direction. Keep moving forward, and trust that progress, not perfection, is the true path to success. Chapter 4. Gratitude changes everything. Alright, let's talk about a superpower we all possess. Gratitude. It's something that doesn't require any special skills or tools, yet it has the power to transform our lives in profound ways. It's not some fancy trick or a magic potion, but trust me, it's a game changer. When we embrace gratitude, we open ourselves up to a world of positivity and joy. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, gratitude has this incredible ability to shift our perspective. It helps us find peace and calm amidst the storm. It allows us to see the good even amidst the challenges. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, our entire outlook on life changes. Think about it. When we focus on what we're grateful for, our brains literally rewire themselves to notice more of the good stuff. It's like training our minds to seek out positivity. It's like putting on a pair of gratitude glasses that highlight all the blessings in our lives. Suddenly the world seems brighter and more beautiful. Now, I'm not talking about toxic positivity here. It's important to acknowledge and process our emotions, even the difficult ones. Life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, and it's okay to acknowledge the tough stuff. In fact, recognizing our struggles can make our gratitude even more meaningful. But even in those difficult moments, there's always something to be grateful for. It might be something small, but it's there if we look for it. Maybe it's the roof over your head, the comfort of your home, or the warmth of a cozy blanket on a cold night, the support of a loved one, a friend who listens, or a family member who cares deeply for you, or simply the fact that you woke up this morning with another chance to make a difference. Each new day is a gift, an opportunity to start fresh. Here's a simple practice. Start and end your day with gratitude. It sets a positive tone for the day and helps you wind down with a sense of peace. Jot down 3 things you're grateful for in a journal, no matter how small they may seem. This practice can have a profound impact on your mindset, or simply reflect on them in your mind. Take a moment to really feel the gratitude in your heart. They don't have to be big things. Sometimes the smallest joys bring the greatest happiness. It could be as simple as a delicious cup of coffee, a warm hug, or a beautiful sunset. These moments of joy add up and create a life filled with gratitude. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll start to notice how it transforms your perspective. You'll begin to see the world through a lens of appreciation. You'll find yourself feeling happier, more content, and more at peace with your life, and more resilient in the face of challenges. Gratitude gives you the strength to overcome obstacles and keep moving forward. Remember, gratitude isn't about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about finding the silver linings and appreciating the good amidst the bad. It's about choosing to focus on the good, even when life gets tough. It's a conscious decision to seek out the positive, even when life gets tough. So put on those gratitude glasses and start seeing the world in a new light. You'll be amazed at how much there is to be thankful for. Outro: live a more fulfilling life. These pieces of advice may seem simple, but they hold the potential to transform your life if you apply them consistently. Focus on what you can control, protect your time by saying no, embrace progress over perfection, and practice gratitude daily. Which one resonated most with you? I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below which piece of advice you're going to focus on this week. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.